Hey lovelies, it's Lyle. The third stage of Overwatch League is about to kick off, and I'm pretty excited, like I am with most things esports. The New York Excelsior, or NYXL, won Stage 2, and their logo is a super slick X pattern that I know will look killer on my nails, so here's a super easy and inexpensive nail art in their honor. I'm doing it two ways, with one great, cheap tool, and you know what else she said? Nail art. Let's get to it. I prepped my nails with a standard base coat. On my left hand I'm painting everything white, and man do I need to replace this white, or at least get some polish thinner. If you have a favorite white creme, let me know in the comments below, because this bubbly mess has got to end. I'm also going to add a super sheer bluish iridescent over top, just to keep it interesting. This particular sheer is discontinued, but I'll link a few that are a bit similar in my product list, which is in the video description box. Oh, and my other hand is getting a blue base color. That's right, y'all. This nail art is so easy to execute, I can do it with my non-dominant hand. So, what's the deal? Striping tape. This isn't something I'm seen at my usual mainstream nail polish haunts, but it's incredibly cheap and painless to order. I think the first packet I got was 20 rolls of tape like this for $2 or something. There are even a few options with Amazon Prime for under $5 as a filler item, and if you'd like some tools, I saw a bunch of striping tape bundles which come with brushes, dotting tools, rhinestones, all kinds of stuff. So, the NYXL logo is either white and royal blue or navy and royal blue. I have a really pretty metallic blue tape, so we're pretty much slapping this on over the white background to make the repeating X pattern. I started out by cutting a few strips with my cuticle nippers. As a non-certified hobbyist nail artist, this is the best use I have for the dang things. They cut very cleanly and precisely while doing so flush to your given surface. I wouldn't recommend you go buy one, as small scissors are generally cheaper and easier to handle, but I had these laying around and I kinda can't find my tiny scissors right now. Anyway, I also use tweezers for placement because I don't always, I usually don't get it right the first time. If I use my fingers to lift it and replace it, it's pretty darn likely that the tape is going to lose its stickiness because of the oils on my skin. I generally find it easier to place with tweezers too, but that's kinda on you. So this logo is deceptively tricky to execute in tape alone because I have to line up the repeating parts of the V's with each other too. It will take a bit of fiddling around. When I'm done doing that fiddling, I cut everything as close to the cuticle as possible, then do a heaping coat of quick dry top coat. So, quick note there, the metallic finish tapes can be very sensitive to oils, wear and tear, certain chemicals, things like that. They really like to lose their colors, so make sure you test out each new top coat you want to use on the tape before you use the top coat over a finished nail look. I usually use my standard OPI, which I know doesn't react with this particular tape, but for some reason I reached for my out the door quick dry instead, and now in the beauty shot you can see the blue giving way to silver in several places. Learn from my mistakes. Whatever top coat you do choose, give it at least 2 real thick coats to seal in the tape, and there's your first version, done. Now for the second method. This finished result looks less slick, but is far less fussy. This time I used a striping tape I didn't think I would use often. I made an X again. However, this time instead of getting all fiddly with the V's, I laid 2 strips on either side of the X, then painted over the whole thing in white. You don't want to wait too long to take the tape off. You may see a few strings of white in my version here because, like I said at the top of this video, this bottle of polish is a bit old, which means it's kind of half dry, so this is pretty much what happens if you wait too long. Teachable moments! So this is actually kind of a cool pattern too, but if I want that logo, I can just grab a tiny brush or toothpick and fill in the connecting lines. Grab a no smear top coat and bam, 2 low-cost, foolproof ways to support the best team in the Overwatch League. Well, for now anyway. There are a couple new stages to play, and I am super excited to finally see Blizzard World in rotation. I'll see you next time.